to another episode of Getting to Know Your Neighbors. I'm working with Park Bench again, which is a community website to interview another local business owner or community. I'm Hamid Pourkasraei, real estate agent and property manager with Amex Realty. And today I'm here with Amir Tavangar, the owner of Bisou Bakery in North Vancouver, who I hear has some very delicious baked goods. Thank you for joining me, Amir.
Thank you for having us. Appreciate it.
So if you are ready, Amir, we can dive right into it.
Sure, let's do it.
Okay, describe your business for me.
Bisou is a French European bakery. It's a sister company of another bakery that we have. It's called Saman Bakery. We've been active on the North Shore since 2008, and we've been handcrafting a variety of flatbread products and distribute them directly throughout a whole British Columbia, as well as through third parties to all across Canada and Western US. And in 2019, early 2020, when the whole pandemic and COVID hit us, I realized a lot of chefs and executive chefs around the world got laid off because of, as you know, COVID. And I was always thinking of having something unique for Vancouver. And I just reached out to a few chefs that I found on the internet, and we sponsored them. They came to Canada. And since we already had almost a 11,000 square foot of facility, we didn't have to, invest more. We just hired them, brought them, and we came up with Bisou, and which means kiss in French, of course. And we made all these yummy treats, and here we are. We have almost 40 team members from all over the world, from Middle East, from Philippines, from Mexico, from Canada, all over, from France actually, and we're actually growing. We're still sponsoring more chefs, and we are opening new locations soon, and also looking to expand to US as well.
Wow, that's you got a lot going on. That's amazing.
Thank you. Yes.
What made you decide to open this business, and how long have you been in business?
So the Bisou Saman Bakery started 2008. Bisou was launched August 2020 to be exact. We did some test runs before, but the door opened to public in August last year. And the reason that I started was pretty much, as I mentioned, is because I always thought Vancouver needed something extra, because Vancouver is a nice place. It's great. We have people from all over the world. But when it came to European premium treats, we were lacking. I mean, there are a few very nice bakeries in downtown, but that's about it. And they're only small family-owned companies. There's no such thing as a premium multi-location that, is accessible to Greater Vancouver. And I got the opportunity to meet with all these amazing chefs, and I thought it's time to give it a go. And so far, it's been an amazing journey.
Wow, okay. That's amazing. That's an amazing story to it. Why did you choose this profession, like this business model? I mean, you kind of mentioned it. You just thought if you could expand on it.
Of course. My parents' business background is actually HVAC and construction, and that's what we did originally in 2003 in Canada. But Saman Bakery used to be owned by somebody else, and we were a customer. And then it was an older gentleman who was thinking of closing the business because he was retiring, and we just took over. It was a small bakery in West Van, delivering him and his wife to maybe 3 or 4 locations, and we took it over and we expanded it to what it is now. Saman distributes to over, I believe, 100 or almost 100 stores across Canada and US, and we are in Save On Foods, Whole Foods, Choice Set, IGA, you name it, and TNT, Osaka. And then we brought Bisou, because we wanted to have something like a premium retail quality, as well as coffee beverages. And we expanded it. And I also used to work for Talis when I was a student and university, and Whole Foods and Snowcap used to be my corporate clients. So that's how I actually reached out to them when we bought Saman, and I listed products with them as well, and started from Whole Foods, and then we made it to Save On Foods and so on, and we grew just rapidly, faster and faster.
Is the goal to kind of get Bisou into those locations as well, maybe?
No, I don't think so. Bisou is more like a retail business. My goal is to make it franchise, hopefully across Canada and US, of course, in the next 2 to 5 years. However, we were just really lucky. We got approached by Donata, which is one of the world's largest catering companies for airlines, and we are proud to say that we have been catering a few airlines such as Turkish Airways, British Airways, American Airline, through by Bisou products as well since early July this year.
Wow, that's amazing.
Thank you.
Okay, going on to our next question. What has surprised you the most about being a business owner?
The most is, to be honest, as a tip, I would say is that there's never ending. Like the tasks never end. You just have to jump on them, and there's surprises that gets thrown at you every day, every morning when you wake up. But the most sort of personal experience that I've had is that the cost of operation. To be honest with you, it's very challenging, especially in Vancouver. I don't want to sort of go into the details, but the basic thing I can say is the population is not enough to do mass production, and especially in food business. And the cost, because every colleague that we have, they have cost to live, of course, and they have to be close to us because commuting is is hard for them. But if they want to live close to the facility, it's quite expensive to live on the North Shore. It's a beautiful place. Everybody wants to live here. But as you know, you're the expert. Real estate is expensive. Cost of living is expensive. And if you want to pay them what they deserve to actually live in this beautiful city, then the end result, the product is going to be really expensive. So that's the most sort of important thing I've experienced. Besides that, it's just like any other business. And I'm operating, I think, 4 companies right now.
Okay, wow, you're a busy man.
Yeah, and 2 kids.
For our next question, what is something most people don't know about your business?
Most people probably don't know that, not to brag, but we do a lot of charity work, which I forgot to mention to you earlier. We're proud to be sponsoring what's called Pulse, which is it's the first private autism school in Vancouver. We're donating up to 1% of our monthly sales to them every month, as well as Children's Hospital, Cancer Society, Vancouver Police, and so on. But on top of that, Bisou is a small sister company of Saman, and both together are under umbrella company owned by Tavangar group of companies, which we have been active in real estate as well as HVAC business, which is air conditioning and heating system for over 50 years, I believe, overseas, and since 2018 in Canada, and soon in the US as well. And that's why the background is behind us. So we invest in the real estate. We build our own locations, and we buy the equipment directly from wholesalers in Europe or US, depending where it comes from. And in fact, all the ingredients and everything that you see in Bisou, most of them are pretty much handpicked. We don't, except flour and sugar and basic stuff, everything else, we get it directly from suppliers internationally. We use, like, for example, all the cakes that we bake or make, we actually get the decorating fruits from Save On Foods across the store. We never use frozen fruits or canned fruits. And that's why people say, oh, your fruits taste quite different. I said, yes, because we don't buy them frozen. It's fresh from Okanagan, depending on season. We use local fresh ingredients.
Okay, well, that's great to know.
Thank you.
Next question, what are your goals over the next year for your business?
We already signed up 2 leads. One is confirmed, the other one is pending. We want to open at least 5 locations over the next 2 years. And then I'm actually traveling to US before end of the month to explore the opportunities down there. And we would love to have some locations down there for Bisou. And in fact, we're even looking to have a small commissary kitchen over there, so we can actually bake fresh over there rather than shipping from here.
Right.
And as I said, hopefully in 2-3 years, once we're listed with the Canadian Franchise Association, we can hopefully go franchise and be able to host more Canadians and hopefully down in the US as well.
Wow, that's amazing.
Thank you.
I'd definitely like to hear more about that when you kind of get set up.
For sure.
So for our next question, you may already know this, but Parkbench is a community website and they share everything local. So with that being said, can you please share with everyone what you love most about North Vancouver and why you chose this neighborhood?
Yeah, North Van is a great place to be. It's got its own character. I remember the first day when I came to Canada, 2001, a friend of my dad who picked me up from the airport mentioned, we both have traveled a lot, and he mentioned Vancouver is one of the, especially North Van, one of the few places in the world that you can stand in one place and you can see plane, ships, and train and cars in one spot. and that's what I fell in love with it. It's beautiful. It's got mountains, hills, trails, everything, and yet it's very comfortable to live in. You have access to groceries, everything, school, and it's a very family oriented place, and it's got its own character. And most importantly, temperature wise, I do construction in Maple Ridge, in Langley, in Surrey, everywhere. The whole Greater Vancouver is great, but I feel it's like a mild sort of average temperature here. It's not too cold in the winter, it's not too hot in the summer. Maybe it's because of the ocean breeze, whatever it is, but I like it, and most importantly, because I come from Middle East, North Shore is the most sort of a Middle Eastern community. So for me, it's okay. But my wife came here after me in 2013, so she's not feeling homesick or alone because all her friends are here that she made here. It's a very cozy place for us to live, and it's safe for my kids as well, for sure.
Okay, amazing.
Thank
and
you.
then with that being said, what are your favorite places to go to in North Vancouver?
There is a lot of them, but my favorite spot with my kids is obviously it's home, because I work early hours and long hours. I usually get up 4:30, 5 in the morning, and I'm at the office 5, 6 in the morning usually. And I love to get back home, have a cup of coffee or tea, and then play with my kids. But around the North Shore, I would say my favorite spots would be, if it's the summertime, Seawalk or Seawall in West Van. Just any of the benches we pick and grab a tea, and the kids run, play, scooters or the park. It's beautiful. It's amazing view, and lots of friendly people around. And then there's the Rice Lake. I'm not sure if you know. It's behind Capilano University.
Okay.
It's a nice trail. It's beautiful. It's got very safe trail for the kids, for your pets, both all year long, especially the summertime. And then there's the Capilano Fishery. I'm not sure if you guys ever been there. It's a beautiful place again. You can go for a small hike or trail if you like, and then you can watch the fish. And there's signs that they say since they're tiny little eggs, and then they grow and they hatch and all that. It's fun. And there's again Grouse Mountain and so on. But those are my 3 favorite spots.
Okay, we do some of those spots that you mentioned when family visits. It's a common routine for me as well.
Exactly. Yeah. Really nice.
For our last question, anything exciting going on that customers should know about your business?
Oh yeah, we always have what's it called, product testing. We are coming up with new products, hopefully in the next month or so. But most importantly, we are hiring. So if there's anybody looking and ever dreamed of becoming a barista or working in a coffee shop or bakery, we are definitely hiring. We need at least 9 to 12 staff for the 2 new locations. And the locations are opening, which is great news for us. We're really proud. We have the first one coming up in Davie and Bidwell, and the other one is in Port Coquitlam opening, and we're looking for location in White Rock as well. So those are the top most important sort of news I can give you guys.
Okay, that's great. Thank you for sharing all that with us.
Thank you.
With that, we have wrapped up our interview. Amir, I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I know you're
no worries,
man. It's been great to learn more about you and your business.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And again, thank you for everyone watching this as well. Once again, I'm Hamid Pourkasraei, real estate agent and property manager with Amex Realty. If you have a business and would like to be featured in one of my interviews, feel free to reach out to me today. Also, be sure to visit Bisou Bakehouse and try out their baked goods for yourself. Lastly, if you're looking for more information on buying, selling, or investing in real estate in Vancouver, be sure to reach out to me. You'll find my contact details below. Thank you, and see you next time.
Thank you.